and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Natalie Duran, your host for today, and we have an explosive show for you today. But first, we're going to be starting off the show with something refreshing, something new from a farmer's market find full of fresh fruit flavor. Farm Lovers Markets holds markets at 4 locations across Oahu. You could see them right there listed on your screen. On Thursdays, they're at the historic Haleiwa Gym. On Saturdays, they're at Kaka'ako and Pearl Ridge Center. And on Sundays, they're at Kailua, right there next to the Adventist Health Castle. And we brought Cafe Kana here into the Hi Now kitchen. They're serving up fresh fruit blends made with love, aloha, and many local ingredients possible. And we're gonna meet the mother-daughter duo behind the scenes of this feel-good smoothie, Kana and Kate. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're really excited to share our coconut yogurt smoothie with you.
Well, I'm excited to try it out. But tell us, Cafe Kana, you are Kana, how did it all start out?
So 6 years ago, I decided to change my diet and then no white sugar, no daily.
Okay.
So I started making the fruits and vegetable cold pressed juice at home. After my daughter and I started going to Kaka'ako Farmers Market.
Okay. I know, that's right. So sometimes we don't really need the added sugar or the dairy, even though we love it. But it's a good balance to get some of that natural sugar and then maybe some of that creaminess from like a coconut, right?
Yes.
I love it. Okay, Kate, you're known as the smoothie slinger. Tell us why.
So at Kaka'ako, I'm usually behind the scenes while my mom handles the front and talks to the customers with all her aloha and kindness and positive energy. I love her so much. So I make all the smoothies in the back.
Okay.
And yeah, so we have a bunch for you to try today.
I love it. So tell us about this. What is this like kind of a selection of what you guys offer, right? Tell us, what are some favorites? Which one should I try first?
We have our Lava Lover.
I saw that.
This is going to be our best seller.
Shout out to Big Island right now.
Yeah.
Going on. Okay.
So it's the half and half of our Mango Magic and our Strawberry Dream, which is our kind of more classic signature flavors right here. So you get to try a little bit of both. Yeah, so my favorite.
How should I go? Should I like mix or should I go
No. So what I love is when you first stab the straw, you're gonna get a sip of that Mango Magic and then you're gonna get a hit of that Strawberry Dream, and it's so delicious. So yeah. So you get to try a little bit of both and maybe see which one you like first. And so we kind of pride ourselves on
I love this already.
Thank you so much. So we pride ourselves on how thick our smoothies are, so you can have it fresh. Once it starts to melt a little bit, as maybe you're hanging around at the farmer's market, you know, having yourself a walk around, then it'll start to melt a little bit. That way you can mix it and then enjoy them mixed together.
Especially with the summer coming up, you're walking around farmer's market, you want something refreshing, really light, right? No, I love it. There's a certain tartness that's from the coconut yogurt. And then you could definitely taste that fresh fruit. So this one was called again?
So that's our Lava Lover.
Lava Lover. Okay, I know that we have some ingredients right here in the front too. That some of that coconut yogurt that you were talking about. What do you guys highlight in your smoothies besides fresh fruit?
So we used, my mom used to make cold pressed juice, right? So we use cold pressed juices in our smoothies. We freeze them. We break the ice bags up right there on the spot for you. Put them in our blender with our homemade cashew nut milk as well. Yes. So we make that as well as our made on island coconut yogurt from Coco Kai.
Yeah, Coco Kai. This one, Coco Kai coconut yogurt. So this is your replacing for the dairy, right? For those who may be lactose intolerant, there's options out there still to get that creaminess.
Yes.
Okay, and then instead of having sugar, you have this honey from Oahu, yeah? What are these ones?
So this is from Kino Bees, which is also available at the markets over at Pearl Ridge.
Okay.
On Saturdays. We use them in our Strawberry Dream. So we understand that
grab that one.
Yeah, of course, please. We understand that some of our customers may be vegan and don't do honey, so the rest of them don't have honey. But that one, for a little bit of extra sweetness, a little bit of depth, we do use our honey from the island.
Yeah, so this one was a little tart. This one has a little bit more of that like kind of subtle sweetness.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, fresh. I love it.
Yeah.
So I know that there's the different locations for the Farm Lovers Market, but where can we find you guys specifically? Here it's Saturdays only. That's the day to find you.
Yeah, so we're going to be there Pearl Ridge and Kaka'ako Farmers Markets from 8 to 12 in the morning on Saturdays. So we're there every week, both locations, same time.
Okay, I love it. And real quick, if people want to find more information on what smoothies that you offer, where can they find you? Social media?
Yeah, so we have Instagram at cafe_kana. And yeah, you can check out some of our seasonal flavors that we might announce there. Like for example, this is our melon.
Okay.
And it's only available during the summer. So yeah, it's one of our highlights as well. We have some seasonal fun as well.
I love it. Thank you so much, Kana, for bringing this to fruition. And Kate for telling us about this amazing spread. You gotta go see her. She's the smoothie slinger. Thank you so much for coming in. But right now, we're gonna toss it to a Toyota 4Runner because we always know that that's Hawaii's favorite SUV, right? And Hawaii News Now's First Alert Weather Team has the ultimate vehicle to help track what's happening in our weather world. And meteorologist Drew Javis give us an up-close view on the First Alert Weather Tracker. Let's go check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're on the roof of Hawaii News Now, checking out our new storm chasing vehicle, the First Alert Weather Tracker. Let's take a look. All right, let's bring you inside the First Alert Weather Tracker. You may be familiar with some of the storm chasing vehicles that other news stations have on the continental U.S. Well, we have all of the same tech here at Hawaii News Now. We actually have several different cameras here in the vehicle that we can put on live television. We've got this camera, and we also have a camera up on the roof to be able to show you what's going out in the elements at any time.
Check it.
So here's the camera up on the roof of the First Alert Weather Tracker. It allows us to do some really awesome things with this vehicle. You may remember it flooded on parts of Oahu in early January of 2025. And we're also able to get some really cool shots of rushing water when the torrential rainfall was coming down. Of course, you'll see our logo on this car. It's wrapped with a lot of First Alert weather icons right here, First Alert Weather Tracker, and our website, hawaiinewsnow.com, to get the latest First Alert weather updates. And of course, it's provided by our friends at Toyota Hawaii. They gave us this really awesome 4Runner so we can get the latest updates for you at home. All right, let's bring you into the First Alert Weather Tracker one more time to show you where all the magic happens. Right here, this is the control panel. This is where we control the cameras, the audio, the visual, sending it back into the station so you can see live breaking weather and live breaking news. And look how big this computer is. We had to take out an entire seat out of the First Alert Weather Tracker to allow it to fit. It really is the center, the heart of what is the First Alert Weather Tracker. All right, you also might be wondering, what other cool tech do we have besides the cameras? Because you could put cameras on any car. Well, H&N has provided us with this really cool tablet that lets us take a look at radar and satellite at any time. Let's take a look. So whenever we have active weather, we can zoom in on Oahu, zoom in on each island, and show you where the most impactful weather actually is. This is a 4Runner. It's built to last. Everybody here in Hawaii loves Toyotas, Tacomas, 4Runners, and it's built to withstand the elements. We were literally able to drive it into a flooded park during January's winter storm. Of course, if you see the First Alert Weather Tracker out in the field, make sure to come up and say hi to us. We always are really looking to get out into the community. But also, we've got this fun QR code on the back of the truck. This will take you right to the App Store or the Google Play Store, where you can download the First Alert Weather app and get all of our mobile alerts sent directly to your cell phone. So the next time you see this big blue beast out on the H1 and you're confused on what it actually is, now you know it's the First Alert Weather Tracker. We use it for live breaking news, live breaking weather, and also First Alert Weather traffic. So the next time you see us, stop by. We'll talk story about how awesome this thing really is. So we'll see you guys next time.
Everyone, that's right. You're not going to want to go away because we have this and so much more coming up on High Now Daily. Great job. You can teach me, yeah? Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. If you've got a caring heart, HMC is looking for you. That's right. They're hiring compassionate caregivers for immediate openings in their home care and care home programs. And here to talk all about the benefits and info is Miss Dottie right here, the HMC Career Services Coordinator. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
I guess I just wanted to start off, how do you define the role of a caregiver?
So it's a culture of care. So somebody that wants to provide compassionate in-home services to those individuals that need the ability to stay home and be taken care of, yes.
And that's so important nowadays too. And there's the difference between being at home or the upcoming home care home for the HMC. But I want to talk about, because today we're talking about hiring. So for those who maybe have some history as a caregiver, want to get hired, what are some of the benefits getting hired through the HMC?
Great question. So we have for our
there's so many benefits.
So many. They have
the
flexibility,
401k.
Yes, 12 holidays that come out. Starting
wow.
is $17 an hour, and it's competitive pay. So you're out there and you're getting the flexible hours and schedule and being able to possibly work at home, near home, should I say, yes.
Oh, wow, okay. Do people, if they want to be interested, do they have to have some prior experience before? I hear HMC has some programs, right?
So you don't need any experience, but yes, HMC does offer our basic advanced nurse aid programs.
Okay.
The basic is 4 weeks long, advanced is 10 weeks long, and you can have all the training to be a caregiver.
Okay, sometimes I hear it, all it takes is 101 hours, right?
Yeah,
to get that
roughly.
basic nurse aid
Definitely.
program. I love it. We're gonna go back to it, but if people want to find more information too for that, where do they go?
So they would go to www.hmchomecare.com and then /careers.
Okay.
And if not, they can also go to HMC Hawaii Medical College and look us up for those classes too.
Very good. I want to go back to the in-home care options, because that's where a caregiver goes to the location to give care at someone's home, right? So that kind of allows some flexibility.
Definitely. So having that option, if you have to balance work and life, you're able to go ahead and have that opportunity to work around your own schedule. Definitely.
Have you seen some amazing stories too for those who have been hired, but also people receiving care? Has it been very impactful?
Definitely. It's very rewarding to see that, but also to see on the career services side where we have individuals go through the program and then get hired within the agency to provide that care.
That's
Definitely.
right. So I want to go back to those programs. So if someone doesn't have any kind of experience in caregiving, but they're interested, so you have those basic ones too,
yes,
right?
basic.
But also if they have, maybe they have experience, there's advanced programs too?
Yes, so we had advanced nurse aides, but also the type of care or the level of services that a patient needs, that's where we can go ahead and take those individuals that might have the experience and help them with the competitive pay.
Okay, I love it. They're hiring, but also I know that the HMC is opening up a home for themselves too. If you want to
yes, so we do have a actual care home. We're in the final phase of an inspection, and hopefully that'll be open soon.
Okay,
Yes.
so for hiring and more information too on that upcoming home, where can people find more information?
Definitely, that would be www.hmchomecare.com.
There it is right there on your home screen. Thank you so much, Dottie, for coming in today. HMChomecare.com. Make sure you do the /careers if you want to find more information on that.
You.
Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be right back. You're watching Hi Now Daily. I love it. This is a good pamphlet too.
Yes, that was from Pat.
Oh,
They did it.
Get ready to feel the rhythm. That's because we're celebrating 50 years of taiko with the one and only Kenny Endo. Thanks for being here. And you know, we're celebrating 50 years of your anniversary of the taiko drums. I know taiko has been like in existence for centuries, but we're here to talk about your special 50th anniversary.
Thank you. On August 9th and 10th, we have a concert at UH Kennedy Theater. And that's going to be, the 9th it's totally two different concerts. The 9th is I'm bringing a couple of my teachers from Japan.
Very
We're going to
cool.
be doing traditional music and dance in the first half. Second half is collaborating with local artists,
Okay.
jazz musicians, a string quartet, martial artists,
Beautiful.
and a film project. It's actually the 80th anniversary of the bombing of Nagasaki, so
Right.
there's a film that we're going to show on that. The second day, August 10th, will feature our taiko groups from our Taiko Center of the Pacific, both our youth group and our adults group. And many of the members of my group have written new compositions which will be premiered that
Okay,
night.
a lot of good historical music and a lot of new one too. But I know we're celebrating 50, but I just want to talk about how you started your journey, right? Coming up to this year 50, how did you feel at that year one?
Well, I had always played drums growing up, so even before, when I was about 4 or 5, I started just messing around. I didn't really start formally playing till I was about 9, and then I didn't start taiko till I was in college. But I've always felt there was always something to learn.
Yeah.
Even now, I felt that after 50 years, there's a saying in Japanese, kiriganai, which means there's no end to this.
That's right.
So there's always something new to learn.
I know in a little bit you're going to teach me a little bit also. There's always something new to learn. But I also want to talk about you and your wife are the founder too of the Taiko Center of the Pacific. So that's kind of perpetuating the story of we're not letting the story of taiko die, right? And that's we're celebrating throughout these years. So tell us more about the event that's happening in August. So you have those 2 concerts, you have a lot of masters coming in, and I want to hear a little more of that documentary.
Well, the documentary is called the Renkon Project, and Noe Tanigawa is spearheading this, making a short film. We're actually going to do something at the Natatorium on August 6th, which
Okay.
is the 50th anniversary of the bombing, 80th anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima.
Right.
And then the week after our 2 concerts, we're actually doing 3 days of workshops and lecture demonstrations
Okay.
by our guest artists. And there's going to be a special showing, a film showing called Healing Beats. A Spanish filmmaker made a really great film. It'll be the U.S. premiere of that movie at the Honolulu Art Museum.
Okay, for your workshops though, what's the appropriate age? Like, is Keiki invited to? Up to what age? Who is age appropriate for taiko drums?
Yeah, actually, both our school and these workshops will be open to all ages.
Okay, wonderful.
And even people who have no experience.
So come if you have experience, you want to learn more about the history, the culture, the history of, all of the space. But for more people who want to find more information on that event coming up in August, where do they go?
There's the website kennyendo50.com.
Okay, check that out. I know in a little bit, Kenny Endo is also going to give me a lesson, my first lesson in taiko drums, so we'll see how I do. So you're going to want to make sure that you stick around and see how I perform. How do you think I'm going to do?
You're going to do great.
Okay, I think I'm going to do great. We'll be right back. You're watching Hi Now Daily.
I saw you do all that ninja.
Oh, I know, that's
ninja
right. Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. I'm back with the taiko drum master and my sensei right now, Kenny Endo, and he's gonna teach me some of the basics or maybe some of the advanced moves here in the taiko drums. Okay, where do we get started?
Here's your bachi.
Okay, this is called bachi.
Yes.
Okay, and do I grip this? Is it tight grip?
Just hold it relaxed.
Oh, relax, I don't know how to do that. Okay.
Yeah, and you gotta get your feet apart and get a nice solid stance like this.
This looks a little
And when we
thick.
hit it in the drum, just one hit. Let's try one hit with
Okay,
the
we'll
right
try
hand.
one hit.
We'll say don. Don. Very good. So
Okay,
let's
let it
try.
bounce. The drum is very short. It bounces back a little bit. You kind of let it go with it. Okay.
Then we'll try 4 hits. Ready,
Okay.
go. Don, 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 don. Ah, very
The
good.
power from this drum. I could see why a lot of people prepared or announcing battle because I feel it in my chest.
Yeah, and then after that we're gonna go do, go, do, go, do,
Oh,
go.
this is advanced. Okay. Okay.
Ready, go. Do, go, do, go, do, go, do, go. Perfect.
Okay. Ooh,
now,
perfect.
Now we'll do those 4 hits plus that 4 bass beats. Ready,
Okay.
go. Don, 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 don. Do, go, do, go, do. Keep going. Don, 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 don. Do, go, do, go, do, go, do, go. Don, 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 don. Do, go, do, go, do, go, do, go. Don, 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 don. Do, go, do, go. One more time. Don, 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 don. Do, go, do. Okay, let's go fast. Hop, do, don.
Dodon.
Do, don. Very good.
How did I do?
Great.
Oh, I give it, a good A minus. Thank you so much for that lesson. So is that kind of what a sample that we could expect from your 50th anniversary for your event coming up in August?
Yes, and there'll
Okay.
be many people playing them and played loudly, played soft. There'll be big ones, small ones.
I love it. I know. Did you tell the
All
neighbors in your
ages.
neighborhood about your event? I love it. There's so much the power and even cardio that goes into that 30 seconds that I'm playing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be such a beautiful event, I think, not only for the keiki, but a lot of adults of all ages. So tell the folks again where they could find more information for your special event coming up in August.
Yes, we have a website. It's kennyendo50.com, and we have all the information about the events in August. In September, we have a statewide tour, and in October, November, we're going to be touring on the mainland.
Oh, okay. So not just the special event that we're having here in Honolulu, but you also are going to have locations on the mainland. Okay, you guys are definitely want to check that right there. It's on your screen, and make sure you go scan it to purchase some tickets. This is an experience, I think, that transcends just watching the taiko drums, but also being a part of it. And lucky for us here at Hi Now Daily, as we go to break, we're going to have a live performance from Kenny Endo himself. Check it out.
pets require the same amount of checkups and care as we do. And the team at VCA hospitals can help with that, making it simple and affordable as possible. Joining me now is Kristen Gameng, veterinarian assistant at VCA Kapolei. Thank you for joining me today.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Of course. I mean, our pets are so special to us, and that's why it's important to put their care first. And I know that you folks have a lot of tips on how we can do that. So could you please share with us, as pet owners, what should we know?
Okay, so usually for our pets, we do recommend bringing them in at least annually. Some pets, as they get older, we do want them to come in a little bit more frequently, just like us when we're older. We come in more frequently, get checked out. The doctor does a full examination, checking out heart, lungs, organ function. So we do recommend doing some blood work, updating your core vaccines. Those ones will differ by region, but here in Hawaii, we do have quite a bit of them. Some of them would be like the distemper parvo combination, leptospirosis vaccine, bordetella vaccine. Rabies, while not required here in the state of Hawaii, will sometimes be required in the mainland.
Very cool. Now, different types of care depending on where your pet is at, whether they're a young pup or kitten, all the way up to as they age, just like our kupuna.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to bring your pet in maybe a little more often as they get older.
Yes, ideally we do want to check on them, make sure that we get baseline, see how they're doing, make sure that everything's functioning the way it's supposed to. That way we can keep them healthy as long as we can.
Very cool. You were talking with me earlier about some of the specialty services that you folks offer and some of the care packages as well.
Yes.
Can you run through some of that with me?
Yeah, I actually did bring a little bit of a brochure. So one of the things that VCA offers is Care Club. So it is a wellness plan. Unfortunately, it's not pet insurance, but we do have pet insurance that we accept. A lot of times it takes the different stages of life and what they require and breaks it down to more monthly payments to make it a little bit more manageable. So we do encourage you to bring in your pet, get them what they need to give them the life that they want to live.
Beautiful. And it kind of helps you stay in these guidelines and makes you more aware of having to bring them in often. Sometimes we get so busy with life. Maybe you have your pets, you also have children, you have aging parents that you might be taking care of. So always kind of keeping that in mind that you have this care, this program that you can really rely on makes it helpful, yeah?
Yes, it does. And it just encourages to actually bring them in. The pricings do go up and everything like that, but we want you to be able to bring them in, get them checked out, and not have money as the issue.
Yeah, and speaking of money, you mentioned that you guys also use third-party vendors when it comes to insurance. So if that's something you're into, then you can also talk to the staff there as well.
Yes, we do accept different insurances, care credit and everything like that. We're just trying to get it out for you guys.
Absolutely. Speaking of getting information out to the people, you guys are also doing events throughout the year at VCA Kapolei. Can you share?
Yes, so we do quarterly wellness events with some discounts that we try to offer to the public. We also have other things where we do outreaches with the public in general. In Kapolei, we've done Pet Expo and everything like that. So different things that we try to give back to the community for.
Awesome. Do you guys have Instagram, social media handles that you want everybody to know about so that they can follow along when there are those events and to learn more about how they can make an appointment for their pet?
Yes, so you can actually reach us at our clinic hospital at 808-674-9643 or follow us on any social media, our Instagram and our Facebook, VCA Kapolei.
Awesome, Kristen. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. It was wonderful being here.
Awesome. All the information, head to their website, but we'll also have it on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Our goal with our segments, just like our next one, is to uplift and normalize hearing about and watching Olelo Hawaii in the media. So we're going to turn it over to our guest host for our Olelo Hawaii segments.
Aloha nui loa kākou e nā hoa makamaka I ke ia ke kahi mahele pukaina o kākou mahele Olelo Hawaii o Hi Now Daily. E iau ka waha Olelo o ka iu o Kalani Dames me ko kākou hoa kama ilio ke ia la o Baba Yim ke poʻokumu o ke kula kaiapuni o Anuenue. Aloha nui loa kāu.
Aloha.
A pehea oi ke ia la?
Me kai.
Ke hoʻea nei ka hopena o ke kula I ke ia makahiki?
Hoʻokahi la koe.
Hoʻokahi la koe. Mahalo ia oi ka hele ana mai. Ua lohe mako he makana hoʻohanohano I kou kula na poʻokumu I loaʻa ia oi?
Ai, I kia makahiki, oia no ka hoʻohanohano malalo o ka ʻoihana o Island Insurance, ka Tokioka Excellence in Leadership. A ua pomaikai no au no ke koho ia I kia hoʻohanohano I kia makahiki.
E hia makahiki ke ia kula na poʻokumu I noho ai oi?
O ke ia ka makahiki e ono.
E ono wale no makahiki hoʻohanohano ia oi?
O poʻokumu and then aia wau ka hope poʻokumu e kolu e ha makahiki mamu o ke la. No leila, umi makahiki pauloa no ka ke kula na poʻokula ma ke kahi ano.
Pehea ka loʻihi o ka wao ana a Olelo Hawaii ana?
He moʻolelo ano hoʻomake aka no ka mea ma ka wā o koʻu noho haumana ana ma ke kula kiʻekiʻe ma ka mehameha ko mo wau I nā makahiki ʻeha I ka ʻolelo papa ʻolelo kepani. Wahia ko makuahine pili ki ana paha ka imi ʻoihana ma hope o ka puka kula ana. No leila noho wau I nā papa ʻolelo kepani puka mai a leila ma ke komo ana I ke kula nui ma leila ka hoʻomaka ana ka hehina mua o ka huakaʻi Olelo Hawaii no koʻu ola.
Hoʻomaka ʻoe ma kela papa Olelo Kepani o kekahi o kāu mau hana poʻokumu e lawe nei. Ano pili ke Kepani ua lohe mako, ua hoʻomaka ʻoukou he kapu, he hui, hakoko, jiu-jitsu ma ka Olelo Hawaii.
Ma ke kula, ʻaʻole no malalo o ke kula, ʻaʻole ba ka pili ke kula. Kapa ia o ka ino o ke la hui Uluaulu Jiu-Jitsu Academy, malalo o ke kumu o Justin Brady. Ai o ke ola na kahiki, he kumu hoaku oia no nā papa ma ke kula. He papa ma waho o nā hola kula, he papa kaiulu, a ka pomaikai no mako no ka mea ka hapa nui o nā kamali'i na ohana I komo mai, he pilina Olelo Hawaii ma leila. Ma ke kula kaipuni o Anuenue, ai ole ma ke kahi o nā puna na leo.
No leila, a o ia ke ia mau papa hakoko ma ka Olelo Hawaii?
Ma ke kahi ano, a ole no piha, a ka o iai ke kahi o ka poe makua I komo mai, a kamaaina I ka Olelo. No leila, I nā pela, ke kahi o nā okuhi, ke kahi o nā mea malama ia no ma ka Olelo Hawaii. I hiki ke hoʻomau ke nā mau keiki kaipuni, I ka lohe ana I ka Olelo ma ke kahi papa ma waho o ke kula. A ole no a o piha ma ka Olelo Hawaii, a ka ma ke kahi ano ke ulu nei ki manama.
A ke ulu nei no paha ka I ke Olelo Hawaii o nā makua ma ke ia ano koma ma ke kahi.
Ai, oia ke kahi pahu hopu nui I lohe ia ka Olelo I hoʻomau a ulu ka iini e a'o I ka Olelo. A ma ke kahi ala, ke kahi kumu e a'e no ke ia a'o ana no nā keiki, no nā poe e komo ana I ka hokuku, hiki no ke haʻi aku I nā kauoha o ke kai ma o ka Olelo hūnā I ka poe.
A noa ke ia I ka lehulehu, hiki ka poe a pau ke komo mai.
Ai, he papa kai ulu no.
Nani maoli. E nā hoa, I nā he hoi ko ʻoukou I ke komo I loko o ke ia papahana jiu-jitsu, a malia paha I ka kiao I ka Olelo Hawaii, I ka hoʻoholomu I ke Olelo Hawaii. E hoʻe aku no I ke kula kaiapuni o Anuenue ma Pālolo. A ole ʻoukou e hoʻopoina I ke ia mau mahele Olelo Hawaii hou o Hi Now Daily, e nāna aku no ʻoukou ma ka puna e wele e ike ai. Aloha nui loa.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Ever since the combination of Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines, many of us have had questions as we continue to navigate this new huaka'i that we're on. Here to clear up a lot and answer all of those questions is Elisa Onishi, Director of Brand and Culture for Hawaiian Airlines. Welcome in.
Thank you, Kainoa. I don't know if I can answer all the questions, but there's definitely a lot going on as we combine with Alaska Airlines. And so we thought it was really important for us to be here to talk to the people of Hawaii, to make sure your viewers, our guests, are just kind of going along this journey with us. It is definitely a lot of change, and we're here to help everyone through it.
Gotcha. So where are we at right now? What is the latest?
Sure. Okay. So we are flying a lot more than we have in the past few years. Yeah. Everyone is so busy. There's so much demand. The travel's there. We're still flying to, from, and within Hawaii. We're still representing Hawaii all over the world, bringing visitors to our islands and bringing Kama'aina out to wherever they want to travel. We've increased flying on our wide-body flights for sure. We just added our new our third daily Portland to Honolulu. We also have increased flights from the continental U.S. to almost every single Hawaii station. So that's bringing more directly to the neighbor islands as well. And even for our Vegas lovers, we have upgauged and went to more wide-body flying to Vegas, including adding a fourth daily flight starting October 20th. So there's a lot of flying going on. It also makes the airports a little crazy, and we had some changes to airport co-locations. So as we're combining with Alaska, we're moving our check-in lobbies at stations, certain stations closer to Alaska Airlines lobbies, and so that people are transferring to and from or flying on either airline will be able to check in closer. So we just finished San Jose. We co-located at San Francisco, JFK, and LAX. And if you've flown through LAX, you used to get in a lot of steps, and so there's less steps at LAX. Hopefully you can save your energy for when you arrive at your destination.
Okay, gotcha. Now, in addition to these new routes that are taking place, also there's a lot of questions about loyalty program. Where are we at with that? And then Hawaiian Miles, how is that impacted, if at all?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are working on our combined single loyalty program. That'll be announced later in August. But for Hawaiian Miles, the Hawaiian Miles program will not change in August. It'll change at a later date, later in the fall, and we'll make sure that we walk you through exactly what to do, what not to do. But the question that I get the most, whether it's from my mom or my aunties or my friends, I just got texted from my bestie today, it was like, are my miles going away? Your miles are not going to go away, okay? 100% your miles are not going away. They will transfer into the new combined loyalty program. I'm actually really excited about this program because I really feel it's going to be the best in class, best in the industry program, and a lot better than what we've had for our guests previously. And so you can continue to also earn, wherever you earn Hawaiian Miles today, you'll continue to be able to earn Hawaiian Miles. The only changes on the mileage program for right now is some of the redemption for those partners. So if you are still shopping at Foodland, you're earning miles. If you're filling your gas at Hele Gas, you're still earning miles. But some redemptions like the gift cards, not being able to use miles to purchase gift cards. Some of our airline partners are also changing. And so even though we don't have direct, as we're building out our new alliance partners, we, as part of Alaska Airlines, will be able to join One World and their 30 airline partners. And so you'll see some of the partnerships changing a little bit for redemption, but as far as earning miles, continue to use your Hawaiian Miles debit or credit card, and you can earn miles anywhere.
And you're continuing to earn. Yep. So, what can people do right now to kind of prepare? You mentioned some changes will happen later in the year. What can people do now?
Sure. So if you have a Hawaiian Miles account, you're a Hawaiian Miles member, and you have a Alaska Mileage Plan account already, please link the two.
Okay.
When you link the two, they become one, and it transfers into a single account in the new program. If you don't have Alaska Mileage Plan, you don't really need to have one. You really can just sit back, do nothing, and your Hawaiian Miles Plan will turn into the new loyalty program. The only reason you need to create a new Alaska Mileage Plan, if you want to, is if you want to transfer miles back and forth. If you want to match your status, so if you're Pool Any Gold or Pool Any Platinum, you can match the status.
You definitely want to make sure, that's put together.
But make sure that they are linked, because if you don't link them, it'll be a little bit harder to transfer into the new program.
Absolutely. We've been seeing a lot of it, huaka'i by Hawaiian. We can score different deals on neighbor island travel. Expand more on that.
Sure. So as part of our single loyalty program that we're going to be merging into, Huaka'i is a program that's just for Kama'aina. So it's exclusive deals. We've had deals on Las Vegas, Japan, network-wide deals as well. You also get a bag free, so you fly for free with your bag. So you can make sure when you sign up, we have a lot of our members sign up just their own accounts. You have to sign up your kids, every single kid in your family, you have 4 or 5 kids, however many, every one of those folks will get a bag free as you're traveling in our island. So lots of perks. It's really easy. It's free to sign up, and we just encourage everyone to do that.
Yes, absolutely. And in addition to that, if people have questions, they want to get more information, people can actually submit questions to you folks as well. What's the best resource to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be here once a month throughout the rest of the year, really. And so if you have topics that you want to share with us, we can answer those questions directly and talk about whatever Hawaii wants to talk about.
Thank you so much for being here. And again, she will be back. A lot of us are along for a new journey, if you will, and they're here to answer all of our questions. We know there's a lot to look forward to.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. It's June 30th and it's also the last day of World Ocean Month. And over the weekend, Outrigger Resorts and Hotels hosted the Outrigger Zone Day at the Waikiki Aquarium. There were lots of interactive booths and learning opportunities for the whole entire ohana. And the main highlight of Saturday was their collaboration with the Genki Alawai Project, where volunteers hand-rolled more than 2,200 Genki balls, which are basically mud spheres that are infused with microorganisms that help restore the ecological balance to the Alawai Canal. We all know that needs to happen.
We're running on a volunteer and donation basis, so collaborations like this with Outrigger are huge. You know, it means a lot to us, helps our operations keep going.
That alawai drains off into the ocean. The cleaner it is, the cleaner our ocean is. You know, at Outrigger, every single one of our properties is either on a beach or in a beach community. So ocean health is important to us. It's not only important here in Waikiki, it's important all across the globe. And all of our hosts really love to be able to take care of the place where they reside and they live and where they work.
What an awesome event. This was the 9th year that they had for the Outrigger Zone Day. And Outrigger Resorts and Hotels is dedicated to worldwide ocean conservation efforts all year round. And here in Hawaii, they host beach cleanups, limu planting, sailing canoe, festivals, and marine art and educational workshops. And to celebrate the 4th of July, make sure you head to Ala Moana Center. It's a crazy festival. That's why from July 1st through the 6th, there's gonna be sales and deals at your favorite stores and restaurants. But also there's gonna be crazy performances all day on Friday throughout the center. Some of the artists playing live include my favorite Kapena, also Henry Kapono, BET, also known as Big Every Time, and the Seven Sons. High Note Daily will be live from Ala Moana Center, so we'll have even more details tomorrow. But for now, go share, scan that code right there on your screen so you can check out all the info. And a Windward Oahu middle schooler is believed to be the first in the country to get a college flag football offer. And Hawaii News Now reporter Jim Mendoza has more on this rising star.
Football field, Oahu teenager Brady Ann Higa is a passing prodigy. The 14-year-old quarterback from Kaneohe slings the pigskin like she was born to throw spirals.
I've been playing it since I was 6. I started because my mom wanted me to play, and then I ended up liking it, so I kept playing.
Brady's also played tackle football, but her heart is in the growing game of girls flag football, where she really excels.
She keeps pushing herself. She practices more than any other kid, I think. She'll go and push, and she'll help other kids too as well.
She is so good, the nation is now taking notice. Brady was invited to compete at this year's Team USA Select Bowl, Under Armour's annual training camp and competition for rising flag football athletes.
I was throwing better than the other quarterbacks, and I got a lot of attention.
She's the first middle schooler from Hawaii to ever receive an offer to play flag football at the collegiate level, and only the second in the nation.
If there's any facet of the game that her coaches are hoping she fixes is that timidness. They want a little fire out of her, but she's a silent warrior.
And she's a natural-born leader. Brady has quarterbacked her club teams to championships. Along the way, she's collected handfuls of rings for being named the most valuable player. So who's her role model?
I don't really have a favorite NFL or famous football player. I just looked up to my brothers.
Looking ahead, the Higas say Brady's knack for throwing a football could pave the way for her college education. And there are other goals that she's pursuing.
The Olympics is definitely on the chart. And with the NFL talking about bringing professional flag football, that's even in the discussion.
Brady's entering the 9th grade at Moanalua High School. She hopes to eventually quarterback the girls' flag football team. I'm Jim Mendoza for Hawaii News Now.
Oh, congratulations to Brady on all those accomplishments. Keeps training, stay strong, and eat healthy too. Also, congratulations to all you viewers for coming with us to the endpoint of High Note Daily today. It's been such an epic episode. Kenny Endo with that performance. I need a little bit of refresher from that. From Cafe Kana. So you could always find them at Farmers Market, Thursday in Haleiwa, Saturday in Kaka'ako and Pearl Ridge. That's where they're gonna be at for Cafe Kana, and Sunday in Kailua. Also, don't forget that Kenny Endo's 50th anniversary for his performance is gonna be happening August 9th to the 15th. And every single one of those days from August 9th to 15th, you're gonna have crazy concerts, a lot of amazing taiko performances from not only Kenny himself, but a lot of people are coming from Japan, the mainland. And also, be sure to tune in tomorrow because Rachel is going to be live at the Ala Moana Center for all the, like we said, the 4th of July celebrations. And also Kainoa is going to be there at the Himalayan Kitchen. A lot of food, fashion, fun. We always love having you here on High Now Daily. Make sure you check in with us also at Instagram at highnowdaily.com for all the happenings and giveaways. Thanks for watching us. I'm Natalie Duran. We'll see you tomorrow.